Hello, horror fans, and welcome back to Jay vs. Horror. I'm your host, Jay Wall, and today, guys, we're going to be counting down my top 10 horror films of 2016. That's right, guys, step 16 on our 20-step series to find the top 10 films of the last 20 years. Now, guys, don't forget to leave your comments below and let me know what you think should have been included or what I had placed too high or too low on the list. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started, guys, with number 10, Raw. It's a horror film written and directed by Julia Ducournau and starring Garance Malia. The plot follows a young vegetarian's first year at veterinary school, where she tastes meat for the first time and develops a craving for raw flesh. A very interesting new age take on cannibalism. Let's take a look at the trailer for Raw. At number 9, The Void. It's a Canadian supernatural horror film written and directed by Stephen Kostanski and Jeremy Gillespie and produced by Jonathan Bronfman and Casey Welker. It stars Aaron Poole, Kenneth Welsh, Daniel Fathers, Kathleen Monroe, and Ellen Wong. The plot follows a small group of people who become trapped in a hospital by a gathering of hooded cultists and grotesque creatures. Guys, I didn't fall in love with this one the first time I saw it, but it's so good visually that I went back and watched it a second, third, and even fourth time. So let's take a look at this Lovecraftian little gem. Here's the trailer for The Void.
I can see it all before me.
You won't get far.
I need hands up front. Bring a stretcher. Calm down. Where'd you find this guy?
Give you a copy of Code 3 and I need assist.
Daniel? Who are they?
There is something calling them all here. I've seen this place before. Everything has led to this. You will become something remarkable.
They did killings and sacrifices. They made people change.
Nothing else matters now.
It isn't real. It's not real. It's not real.
This isn't the end.
Statistically, you're more likely to die in a hospital than anywhere else.
At number 8, Pet. It's an American Spanish psychological horror thriller film written by Jeremy Slater, directed by Carlos Torrens, and starring Dominic Monaghan and Ksenia Solo. The story follows an introverted animal control agent who becomes obsessed with a young woman after a random encounter. After capturing his prey and putting her in an animal cage, he realizes there's far more layers to this hostage than he could have ever imagined. A very well-paced psychological thriller, guys. Let's take a look at the trailer for Pet.
Hey, remember me? I was just wondering if you wanted to get maybe dinner. I don't know about you, but I love seafood. There's a place on Wilshire. Yeah, we could. Tonight? Holly, right? Holly Garling.
Yes, Eric.
Hey, babe.
I'm serious though, Hall. Move on already.
Someone's popular. Who's the guy? I already sort of have a boyfriend, so.
No, you don't. All these people who talk about love like it's this lightning bolt. Love's not a lightning bolt. Real love takes work.
Are you really gonna lecture me on love? You're keeping a girl in a cage.
I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for you.
You just have it all figured out, don't you? Seth's got a little crush. You don't notice how lonely you really are.
This isn't about us. I'm trying to save you.
Then do it. Save me.
At number 7, Hush. It's an American slasher film directed and edited by Mike Flanagan, starring Kate Siegel, who also co-wrote the film with Flanagan. The movie co-stars John Gallagher Jr., Samantha Sloyan, and Amelia Graves. The film follows a deaf woman who tries to survive a night of horrific attacks by an unknown stalker. Guys, this is a great little horror thriller film that does something a lot of films don't do anymore, and that's build tension. Feels a little bit like Halloween, and also a little bit like a great film with Audrey Hepburn titled Wait Until Dark. Let's take a look at the trailer for Hush. At number 6, Don't Breathe. It's an American horror thriller film produced and directed by Fede Alvarez, co-produced by Sam Raimi, and the movie stars Jane Levy and Stephen Lang, and focuses on 3 friends who get trapped inside a blind man's house while trying to break in, all the while unaware that the man they're trying to rob is harboring some dark and dangerous secrets. I had a few little problems with this film here and there, but the story is solidly anchored by the performances of Lang and Levy. They do a great job, and the film ultimately really works, guys. Let's take a look at the trailer for Don't Breathe.
Your lips look sore. That's how you're making your cash out there?
What do you say you and I move away from Mom together? It's a promise.
You're leaving?
Yeah, as soon as I have the money.
When are you coming back?
Never.
Yo, I got our ticket out of here. Rumor is this guy is sitting on at least $300K. Boom!
That's our guy.
Wait, is he blind?
We messed up to rob a blind guy, isn't it?
Just because he's blind don't mean he's insane, bro.
Guys, money's probably in there.
Who's there?
Stay right there.
How many of you are there?
Just me, man, all right? Just let me go, please. Okay, I swear to God.
We're trapped in here.
There has to be a way out of here. He's coming.
Now you're gonna see what I see.
At number 5, Split. It's an American psychological horror thriller film and the second installment in the Unbreakable trilogy, written, directed, and produced by M. Night Shyamalan, and starring James McAvoy and Anna Taylor-Joy. The film follows a man with 24 different personalities who kidnaps and imprisons 3 teenage girls in an isolated underground facility. Guys, this film is worth watching for McAvoy's performance alone. One of the iconic performances in horror movie history, I think. Let's take a look at the trailer for Split.
Hey, pardon me, sir. I think you have the wrong car.
You've emailed for an appointment 2 days in a row.
Tell me what's going on.
I've never seen a case like this before. 23 identities live in Kevin's body. Did something happen?
There's a flower on the pillows, a flower in the bathroom, like we're important. Who is that?
Maybe she can help us.
We're here! We're in here!
Don't worry. He knows what you're here for. He's not allowed to touch you. He knows that.
My name's Hedwig. I have red socks.
How old are you?
9.
The human brain is the most complex object in the universe.
The only way we're getting out of here is if one of them decides to let us out.
Aren't you the clever one?
Hedwig, could you help us?
Okay. I have a window in my room.
Maybe you could show us.
Oh, that's here. Now it's closed. Now it's open.
Did you think it was a real window? So you could leave?
An individual with multiple personalities can change their body chemistry with their thoughts.
Someone's coming for you.
What will happen when he unlocks the potential of his brain?
There is no limit to what he can become.
Tonight is a sacred night. You will be in the presence of something greater. The world will understand now. The beast is real.
He's done awful things to people, and he'll do awful things to you.
At number 4, The Autopsy of Jane Doe. It's a supernatural horror film directed by Andre Øvredal. It stars Emile Hirsch and Brian Cox as father and son coroners who experience terrifying supernatural phenomena while examining the body of an unidentified woman played by Olin Kelly. This intelligent and atmospheric thriller was one of the most underrated films of 2016. Let's take a look at the trailer for The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
This is not what I was expecting. Can I see one?
No.
What's that for?
Make sure he's dead.
Sheriff. What happened?
No ID. No fingerprints in the system. For now, she's a Jane Doe.
He needs my help right now. 11 o'clock, I'm all yours. Subject is in her mid to late 20s. Hair brown.
Flash flood warning now.
Eyes gray.
What happened to you?
First, they bound her. Then they ripped out her tongue, poisoned her, paralyzed her, forced her to swallow the cloth. What is that? Dad?
No one could see what we have seen.
At number 3, The Eyes of My Mother. It's an American black and white horror film written, edited, and directed by Nicholas Pesce in his directorial debut. It stars Kika Magalas and Olivia Bond. After witnessing the traumatic murder of her mother by a serial killer, a young woman embarks on a dark journey throughout life. Now guys, that's a pretty vague description for a film, but this is one of those you have to see to really know what's going on anyway. So let's take a look at the trailer for one of my favorites from 2016, The Eyes of My Mother.
I don't do this very often. Do what? Go home with people? Neither do I. Your house is so neat.
Thank you.
Is this your mother?
Yes.
What did she do?
She was a surgeon in Portugal.
What kind?
Eyes. We used to do dissections together.
What happened to her?
I remember I was fascinated by how the inside of the body looked. She always hoped I would be a surgeon one day.
Chorarei meu triste fado, que em tão dura paixão me sepultou, que morrer não seja dor, que me deixou o tempo, que me deixou o tempo.
At number 2, The Belko Experiment. It's an American horror thriller film directed by John McLean and written by James Gunn. The film stars John Gallagher Jr., Tony Goldwyn, John C. McGinley, and Michael Rooker. The movie follows 80 Americans working abroad for a company named Belko Industries in Bogota, Colombia. One day after they arrive at work, they are locked inside the building, and a mysterious voice announces that they will have to start killing each other to survive. This one doesn't get a lot of love out there from horror fans, but it was one of my favorite films of 2016, and I know that number 2 is going to seem very high for a lot of people, but I truly enjoyed this film that much. Guys, let's take a look at the trailer for The Belko Experiment.
Belko is a non-profit organization that facilitates American companies in South America.
All employees, lend me your full attention.
Hey, it's Jesus.
Your chance of survival increases by following my orders. Your task is simply this. Kill 3 of your co-workers, or we will kill 6 others.
Hey, all the lines are dead.
We need to evacuate the floor.
Mikey, come on, it's a joke, man.
Hey, listen up, everybody. Whoever's doing this, they're having a little fun at our expense.
Stage 1, commence.
Like his head exploded from the inside. What?
When we start working here, they put tracers in the back of our heads.
You must not remove the tag from your body. Follow our directives, or we will detonate the explosive. Begin.
That ain't melted at all. Do you know what kind of metal this is?
I don't really know.
We need to discuss all our options.
We do not have the right to take innocent human lives.
What are you doing?
My wife and kids need me.
Stage 2, commence.
We don't need no more weapons. We need to work together to get the hell out of here.
Don't fucking move!
In 2 minutes, we want 30 of you dead. If 30 of you are not dead, we will end 60 of your lives ourselves. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
At the end of the day, people are out for themselves.
horror fans. At number 1 for 2016, we have Train to Busan. It's a South Korean action horror film directed by Yoon Sang-ho and starring Gong Joo, Young Yu-mai, and Mao Dong-seok. The film mostly takes place on a train to Busan as a zombie apocalypse suddenly breaks out in the countryside and threatens the safety of the passengers aboard. Guys, this is truly an epic and beautiful film. It is by far one of the best zombie films ever made, and almost without question the king of the modern zombie film. This movie has heart, it has scares, it has everything. And I'm sorry it took me so long to watch it. I almost went all of 2016 without seeing it. I got to the very end of the year when I was doing my year-end list. That's the first time I watched Train to Busan. And so if you have not seen it, they do have an English dubbed version, if you don't like to read subtitles, on Tubi TV, where you can go check it out for free. And guys, if you haven't seen it yet, don't wait another day like I did, because it really is worth the hype. It's that damn good. Let's take a look at the trailer for Train to Busan.
부산으로 가는 KTX 406 열차가 곧 출발합니다.
저기요, 이상한 사람이 하나 타고 있는 것 같은데.
팀장님, 여기 11호차 응급 환자 발생했습니다.
알려주세요, 봐봐. 아직까지 남의 안에 열려 있다니까. 우리 그냥 이것들 달고 부산으로 갑시다, 바로. 지금 몇 호칸? 무슨 일이 벌어지고 있는지 몰라? 우리 열차는 더 이상 부산으로 운행할 수가 없게 됐습니다.
Alright, horror fans, that's all we've got for this week. We are getting close to our goal of naming the top 10 films of the last 2 decades. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me all your comments about your favorite horror films of 2016, and we will talk to you the next time we've got something worth talking about. Bye.